I feel so Sigma and
Will you date me? Breathe if yes. Recite the Bible in Japanese if no.
はじめに、神は天と地とを創造された。
What the?
地は形なく、虚しく、闇が淵の表
Is that
にあり、
actually the
神の
Bible?
霊が水の表を覆っていた。
Can you stop breathing too?
神は光あれと言われた。
I would have preferred you just beat me up and
すると
call me gay.
Daddy never had a proper education. Spin around, got my jelly and I got favorite show is funny on my TV. We don't have to watch that now. I'll turn off the very video.
Hi, my name is Leith Pierre, and I'm the head of innovation here at the Playtime Co. Toy Factory. If you're seeing this, then you're trespassing. Yeah, we play this little tape on loop whenever we close the factory for the day. So, trespasser, just to make you aware, while we pride ourselves primarily on our high-quality toys and excellent child care, we also pride ourselves on our security. For example, this facility is full of hidden motion triggers, which, once set off, will turn on the factory's emergency alarms and directly contact the authorities. And that's one of the more tame aspects of our security system. No spoilers. So, you've got my warning. It's not too late to turn around. I just hope that you're certain whatever you're doing is worth it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Come up here. Open this door.
Isn't this exciting, Poppy? Very exciting, Mommy. Mommy heard that Miss Poppy was going to just give you the train code to escape. Now, how is that fun? Instead, why don't we make a game out of it? The game station is still working. It will be just like old times. And if you win all 3 games, I'll give you the train code. Mommy loves that idea, Poppy. Oh, you're going to have so much fun. Head to musical memory, and Mommy will get things started. Obey the rules, or I'll tear you apart and eat your insides while you're still alive.
My voice wants to deceive you. My voice just wants to leave you.
This happened. However, parents across the country with their children experiencing strange and often violent nightmares. And beside them, their little, catnap. Your children are not safe with catnap.
Smile is understanding. And there is nothing more gratifying to my soul than being the reason for a child's smile. To be the spark that ignites all their hopes and dreams. For it is only through hopes and dreams that we may create a better world. One where our children need not be afraid. One where they are protected. After all, this company and its toys are nothing without them. These children deserve to smile, they deserve to love, and they deserve a safe home. That is why it is with enormous pleasure that as the founder of Playtime Co., I announce Play Care, our very own on-site orphanage. But it's not only that. It's a school, a playhouse, a place to belong. Our very own ecosystem beneath the surface, dedicated in every inch and detail to ensuring a child's smile.
Glad to say not everyone in this place has it out for me. Not everybody, Rich. Not everybody. It's good to know not everyone here is terrible to us. Not everyone, kid. Not everyone.
What's the time? Playtime!
The Arrow Joy is basically when the prototype somehow convinced, whether it be telepathically or just word of mouth throughout the monsters and bigger body experiments, He convinced all the monsters to kill every single one of the employees, whether they were guilty or innocent, whether they knew about the experimentations or not. And then it has been confirmed that all the employees' bodies were dragged down in
party.
Your presence was demanded 10 years ago and you didn't show up. 8/8/1995. You were supposed to be here. You missed the event. You missed the meeting.
No.
But knowing that misery, we know I'll never wake up to live.
Puts me at the ground. We need to be cautious. There's something...
With Yarnaby being one of the main antagonists for Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, we found out more details about the character. After Quinn Davidson became Yarnaby, he only had contact with Dr. Harley Sawyer, who he grew attached to. Sawyer wanted to use Yarnaby as a bodyguard, but after Sawyer's removal, Yarnaby went into an unresponsive state. Dr. Carmine then deemed Yarnaby a failure by design and left it to the higher-ups to decide what to do with him. It is also believed that Yarnaby could be a part of the Kitty Cat collection of toys along with Catbee, Candy Cat, and presumably Catnap. Who is the Doctor in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4? Dr. Harley Sawyer was the head of special projects at Playtime Co. and the originator of the Bigger Bodies Initiative. When the project began, Sawyer took an interest to Quinn Davidson, who eventually turned into Yarnaby. Sawyer was later on subjected to his own procedures and turned into an experiment himself by orders of Liath Pierre. Sometime after the Hour of Joy, Harley Sawyer is then meeting with the prototype who spared him during the event. Then during Chapter 4, you finally encounter the Doctor who's been monitoring the player and controlling the entire prison. Sawyer appears as a brain in a machine with his alternate form as a humanoid figure wearing a black-colored cloak with mechanical hands for feet and has a television monitor for a head displaying the image of an eye.
They were just children. Oh, do not be so dramatic. It was necessary.
They were just children, and you killed them in cold blood.
I did what was necessary for the betterment of our cause.
They were just children, and you killed them!
Did you know at the beginning of Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, the game shows us the 3 personalities of Doughy the Doughman, also known as the 3 orphans used to create the bigger body of Doughy. Out of the 3 boys that Doughy is constructed of, we see Matthew Hallard's personality come out the most when interacting with our main character in the game. Matthew Hallard was a 15-year-old orphan that a lot of the younger orphans looked up to in play care. He was very caring and always looked out for the younger kids, and was said to be a leader, which we see a lot with how Doughy handles the other critters in the safe haven. The other orphan used to create Doughy was the complete opposite of Matthew in the fact that he was simply just a problem child in the eyes of the scientists. I guess they did this to try to even out the personality of Doughy, and they needed multiple children because Doughy was made out of at least 900 pounds of dough. And then comes Jack. We all know what happened with Jack, but did you know Playtime Co. brought back Jack's parents after the incident just for them to be murdered by this new version of their son who was very overwhelmed by being 900 pounds of Play-Doh with 2 other boys, all in the same being.
It all started with you! You and Poppy! It's all your fault! Tell everyone who hurt me! Don't trust anyone! The gentle voices lie! You lie! Those never years. I'm sorry. For a many, many fall to carry home that little soldier. But he didn't have the money for a good time. But he never had a proper education. But he never even made it to his 20s. For the biggest army dreamers. you? What did you do? How did you kill Joe? Is it just you being record of the world? That must be so confusing for a little girl.
Quickly! Keep in touch! Oh, and by the way, my name is Ollie. Nice to meet you.
It is self-ventilation block B6. Is this where you are, Puppy? What? Don't wait for me. I won't leave Kissy behind, and I won't sacrifice our plan. Not because of... I can't go back in the case. I can't. I'm sorry. Because of me.
The second you put this tape in, it set off an alarm. So if anyone's home, I know exactly where you are. Pretty nifty, huh? Security is very important to us here. If I were you, I'd start running.
Test subject is 59-year-old Thomas Clark, a full-time employee at Playtime Co. since 1955. 6 months ago, he was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. Now, Mr. Clark, of sound mind, has volunteered for this experiment.
We have eye movement. Can you hear us, Thomas?
1199 displayed much more disorientation than we expected. Subsequent mental testing metrics were also cut practically in half. It's just conjecture on my part, but I don't believe he knows where he is or what's happened to him. To make matters worse, the other experiments could tell 1199 was different. They would have killed him had the research team not intervened, and even then there was still significant damage to the internal structures with some of the anatomy, namely the larynx and the thyroid, having been completely devoured. It took 12 hours in surgery to stabilize 1199. We keep him separated from the others now.
It was awful. So awful. I didn't want... This wasn't what I thought we were gonna leave. Leave the factory. Not this. All those people. stereotype says we can't leave. Not now, not ever. I hate him. I hate him, and I hate this place, and I hate that he's... right. He explained everything, and he's right. We can't leave. It's too risky. What they did to us, we can't ever let it happen to us or anyone ever again. Doesn't make me feel better about the bodies, though. What he was saying about them. I know there's not really another option. The toys will starve otherwise. They'll die. But it's still disgusting. I wish you were here, Dad. I could really use one of your talks right about now. You'd know what to say. When you were running this place, you always knew what to say. I miss you.
Your suggestions?
To produce the results, Doctor. Have I made an error in allowing your survival? Of course not. We just need more time to perfect the time. Time is precisely what we do not have. Then I suggest you find some more. That will give me labs access. At least with the two of us.
That is out of the question.
You must report. Fine. But you have no staff, virtually no test subjects. It's hardly ideal conditions. Even when this place was fully operational, we were beating our heads against this. You can't expect to do it on your own so quickly. The situation necessitates it be done quickly. I'm just giving you the facts. And the fact is, we need more time, or this isn't going to work. I can only be reactive up here. Then of what use are you? You know I'm still your best shot at cracking that secret. If I weren't, you would have already killed me. A sound observation.
Yes.
You have made yourself useful. Provide me more options. I will try again. Of course.
But
if you are stalling, or worse, remember,
your usefulness
is the only reason you were not stripped for meat and spare parts.
Princess Bubblegum, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Haven't slept for a solid 83 hours, but yeah, I'm good.
You should go to bed.
I can't go to bed.
What did you do? Why did you kill Joey? Best friends in a room, be my kiss.